So we don't own Fuji, so we can't race there, so we've got the Porsche Cup this time instead this week for week 10. We are zooming out of Watkins Glen and we're making our way to Virginia International Raceway, VIR. So in the Porsche Cups, it's a standing start. We are out of practice, so a lot of wheel spin and we don't get away very well, so we're going to have to practice those a little bit more. So, these cars are different to the GT3s in a lot of ways, mainly no assists, no ABS or traction controls, so you have to be very, very gentle in all inputs, as we see some people getting murdered off the bat, unfortunately. Unlucky for them, but we make it through cleanly. As we see, we've got Alex there just making a pointless dive, and it kind of got me a bit angry, so I thought, you know what, an eye for an eye, mate. So we also give him a little bit of a dive bomb, and we actually take him this time. So unlucky for him, he doesn't get a good exit out of here. I get a pretty good exit because of the move, so pretty happy with that. As you can see by my face at the bottom left, look at me. Don't read my lips because a naughty word was said there. So here we go through this nice little curvy section of the track. Really like it. Getting into fourth gear here. We're going nice and easy because we've got cold tires and we do not want to spin out. And these cars are very easy to lock up and just go off. So we're trying to be nice and gentle with the throttle inputs, brake inputs. Going down into the back straight now, right before we get to turn 14, so the music's coming back, and that cannot be for a good thing. So here we go. We are 0.7 in front of Alex, and we're braking nice and early, but Alex unfortunately takes us out. We are now dead. So Alex, cheers mate, you gave us a meatball, and now we're just sat in the pits. Our repair times are too high, and we just retired from the race, which is a bad idea because we lost 90 iRacing. So the first race didn't go very well, so let's see how the second race goes. So again, standing start, qualified a bit higher this time, in 9th position. And do we get off any better? No, we do not. We can still see the people in front of us pulling away, so we're gonna have to work on those. I'm not sure what we do with the clutch, but here we go. Unfortunately, I thought I braked early enough, but boom, I nearly murdered someone. So look at me, absolute hands getting thrown up in the air there. Unfortunately, that was my fault. I didn't get a chance to apologise to the guy, but no damage to either our cars, and we're both still in the race. So it is what it is. You do sometimes make those mistakes. Unfortunately for him, he seems to be having an absolute stinker of a race. Gets dived on by that guy, barged out of the way. So now we're just almost side by side here, but we think better of it, and we just slot in behind him. But we are now under pressure from the guy behind, but not too bad. It is what it is. And going through these curves now, turns 7, 8 and 9. Really do like this section, feels quite good. The force feedback through the wheels really nice through these sections. Into fourth gear here, taking it nice and easy again, like the first race. We've got cold tyres, we don't want to lock up, go off the track and just end up falling back. We've lost one place right off the bat, but or two now it's saying, so got to get these starts better, and hopefully we can improve. So again, last time here we died because I think this is quite a murderous part of the track, especially on T1. Everybody's just braking as late as they can because of the tyres are cold, they lock up and they murder people. So as you can see, the guy there, oh, the music's back, that cannot be a good thing, but for us, we are away freely. The guy behind is not so lucky. Ooh, what a bad rejoin by that guy, unlucky. So that guy did not have a very good first lap, got hit by me into T1, got dived in on by the guy behind me, and then rejoined the track like an absolute maniac and just took himself out. So it is what it is. Now we just got to focus up on what we're doing for ourselves, focus on our own race. Getting into T1 nice and gently. That is an easy place to lock your tyres and just go straight off the track. Into third gear through here nice and gently because it's quite easy to downshift and brake at the same time, and your back end just absolutely flies out. Happened to me a couple of times in practice. Again, through these nice sections of the track that I really like, 7, 8 and 9. I really do love this part of the track. And we are now going to skip ahead to the end of lap number 2, and we can see a couple of cars ahead fighting. The yellow car unfortunately getting taken out by the McDonald's livery, and he is not loving it, so unfortunate for him. So now we've been bunched up again with Alex, different Alex from the last race who murdered me, thank God, and we're just trying to stay alive. We don't want to murder anyone ourselves. So this car is quite an interesting car. It feels very raw. Obviously there's no traction control, no ABS, and so that just leaves you fighting with the car the whole time. And coming from the GT3s, which have traction control, they have ABS, they are quite easy to drive. Like GT3, I'm pretty sure was invented for rich people to just be able to get in a car and just race it without much skill involved. Obviously the more skillful you are, you can clearly tell, but in these cars it is a lot harder to race in. So the guy behind me, way better through that little section than me. You'll see him time and time again absolutely catching up like crazy there. But coming out of the last corner to start lap number 5, I was quite good out of the last corner, turn 17. Getting in the slipstream of the car ahead, and we have the purple car sending it on the McDonald's livery. Did he not see what happened to the yellow car before? Maybe not, but this time enough room is afforded and the purple car is through. So nice one, Steve Scott. Nice little move there. Hoping we can take advantage of what's going on here. We thought that Alex was going to murder the McDonald's car there, but ooh, we nearly take out the car to our right there. Didn't know that he was going to go for that. He kind of dives it in on our outside, but not too bad. We are surviving. So getting on the throttle nice and early. Trying to stick in the slipstream. We've got a little bit of breathing room from the guy behind, but as you'll see, like I said in the previous lap, he is very good at the little hairpin T12, turn number 12 here. He will just catch up loads. So 0.8. I think I'm braking way too early because in practice I went off a couple of times here, and look, you'll see him just absolutely close up. So we can definitely find more time there. I'll be practicing that after this video and we'll see. So he's literally gained like 5/10 just on that one turn, so we can make up a lot of time there. It's nice to watch your races back, because during the race I wasn't really aware of that was going on, but now I know. That's an area for me to improve on. So Alex nearly murdering the McDonald's car again. He gets a bad exit out of there. We are now side by side, and now this is an interesting little section of the track to go side by side. So we're back out. We put Alex offline, so he wasn't able to get a good exit. We get a very good exit here, and now we are going to be pulling off to the side, trying to go side by side into T1. Now helicopter cam, because something interesting happens here. So we're all braking as late as possible because we all want to get the overtake done, and you're about to see 4 cars all locking up and going off the track at the exact same time. So absolute scenes going on there. I come out the best there because, I mean, we all went off track, we all rejoined the track, and I'm ahead. So it is what it is. Guy absolutely laughing his head off because it is quite funny. My face here is quite serious the whole time because, I mean, I'm still trying to race, but eventually I do crack a little smile because that was quite funny. But here we are. So now we are up into 5th position, and so we're doing very well. We're quite happy with that. Skip ahead now. We are now catching up to the car ahead. And here we go, our tyres are starting to fall away from us. So coming out of this corner, I was very sketched here, and in my head I'm thinking, oh, it's very slippy there. And then in the mirrors you see the guy also getting it all sorts of wrong, and he's into a wall. So I was happy, a little celebration, because that guy was putting me under some sort of pressure, and now I can just focus on the guy ahead. So obviously you want to have a nice race with people, but you know, it's also nice to benefit from some misfortune every now and again. So P5, comfortably ahead by 2 seconds from the people behind, and I'm just going to focus on Ricardo ahead. Coming out of the back straight out of T12, and we're going to try and close up as much as we can here. So we can obviously tell that Ricardo is struggling. His last time was a 1:49.7, ours was a 1:48.5, so we're over a second a lap faster, and there we are now just over a second behind him. And this is one of my strongest parts of the track here, getting on the brake nice and gently, just putting your right hand tyres onto that curb and just accelerating nicely out of there, hitting the apex. And there we go, we are now under a second from Ricciardo, and we've seen him make a couple of mistakes into T1, so I know that he's going to be very cautious here, so we're just going to try and brake as late as possible. But unfortunately we ourselves go a little bit deep, and we see Ricciardo go deep as well, so if we just took it nice and conservative there, I think we would have made up more time on Ricciardo than we actually did. But that's what you get. If you change the way you drive, you normally make mistakes, so that's a little tip and trick from me. Just drive the same way the whole race, and then when you're in practice, that's when you can start changing up little corners.
The gap ahead is now 0.9.
Not wanting to make the mistake that on the previous lap that the guy behind made, so we're just being very cautious through there. My tyres are really starting to drop off at this point, and just don't feel like I've got a lot of grip out of there. So again, through this corner I'm very, very good at. Ricciardo now, we're under half a second to him. We've got a little bit of dirt on our windscreen, so we're just trying to wipe that off. And now the chase is on. 0.4 seconds, 0.3 into T number 1. We're braking earlier than we did last time because we saw that we just went a little bit deep. Ricciardo goes deep again, and now we are able to pull alongside, get on the throttle. We are now in the more beneficial position, and he just lets us go through. So he made a mistake, we capitalised, and now we are up into P4. So we are up 5 positions. That's very nice. We're happy with that. If we can now just stay ahead, we are going to have an absolute belter of a result and a race. So we do, in fact, as we skip ahead onto the last lap, last corner, we stay ahead, but only just 0.7 behind. It must be easy to stay within range when you've got slipstream. And there we go, little victory weave as we cross the finish line in P4. So if we didn't have those mistakes at the beginning where we all went off, maybe I could have caught Scott's for P3 for the podium. But listen, second race ever in this car, not raced this track much. I do really like this track. I'm happy with that, so we'll take what we can get. So there we go. We're going to do a couple more races in this car, so keep an eye out for some more videos, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching the video. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.